What's going on, guys? Welcome to the first official Call of Duty World War II Private Beta video on BlackTideTV. I've been streaming over the last few days, my first access with the beta, and just going over some things in those streams. I had a few audio issues and whatever, so just forget about them, and we're going to get into some official breakdown videos of the private beta over the next couple weeks. I have a lot of content planned in today's video because it's the first official video, and maybe it's the first time you've joined us on the channel, or at least the first time you've joined us for Call of Duty World War II content on the channel. I thought I'd just hit you with a smattering of ideas, my first impressions, opinion, and review. And so jumping directly into the number one question I've been asked throughout my time streaming Call of Duty World War II, is the game good? Can we be excited for Call of Duty World War II? Should we be ordering Call of Duty World War II? What are my general opinions on the game? I think Call of Duty World War II is absolutely phenomenal. I love the way it looks, the way it feels, the way it sounds. I've been having a lot of fun throughout my time playing the beta. I've been spending a lot of time on it. I'm already max level. Well, was max level before they raised the level cap. That just happened before I began my commentary on today's video. So I'll be grinding through the rest of the levels in the beta after I'm done here, unlocking all of my gear, unlocking all the things, and trying everything out. One major complaint I've had, actually, just because it's in my mind at the time, there aren't enough beta unlock tokens. So the unlock tokens from, I think the last game they were in would have been maybe Advanced Warfare. Even Advanced Warfare I don't think had unlock tokens, but you actually have to rank up and earn tokens to buy each and every item. There aren't enough tokens in the beta to get every item, so you can't actually try out every item in the beta, unfortunately, if you're kind of wasteful with your tokens. But that's just a minor complaint, a minor gripe. Of course, in the final game, we will have enough unlock tokens. It's just a pain in the ass because now I can't try out everything on a single account. But without further ado, yeah, it's a really good game. And I'm not one of those players who is just out here saying that it's a great game because I'm a Call of Duty YouTuber. Yes, I'm a Call of Duty YouTuber, and yes, it will definitely help my channel, my success in the future, if I tell you that it's a great game and you go out and buy the game because I told you that it's a great game. I'm not all about that. I actually want to give you guys my honest opinion, and I think it's really good, which is surprising because I didn't have high hopes for this game. A lot of the Call of Duty community, a lot of players were like, oh my god, Call of Duty World War II is going to be the greatest Call of Duty game of all time, a return to our roots, putting boots back on the ground, it's going to be amazing. I wasn't in that group. Honestly, I wasn't sure how to feel about a Call of Duty World War II. I thought the game was going to be very bland, very boring, with very minimalist effort. Like, World War II is a past Call of Duty, right? We can't expect the most craziest variety in terms of equipment, in terms of weapons, in terms of everything. But through my research that I've done on the weapons equipment in this game, everything is fairly realistic, which is surprising because as far as we know, as far as pop culture presents, World War II didn't have a lot of variety. Everyone was given their standard issue firearm, and there were very specific items that people used in the war, but this game kind of broadens your horizons. It gives you a lot of variety, which is absolutely astonishing to me. There's a lot of score streak variety, there's a lot of equipment variety, especially now that they've actually added in some more equipment since the level cap has been raised. The weapon variety is absolutely astonishing. There are submachine guns, LMGs, shotguns, snipers, assault rifles, as you have come to expect, but even in those different weapon classes, so many different types of weapons. Like the SMGs, yes, of course, all of them are the fully automatic kind of SMG that you would expect, but they all perform in very slightly different ways, which makes every new weapon very unique. It feels very good to use all these weapons. Everything feels kind of realistic in the game in terms of momentum, in terms of your character movement, in terms of the weapons, how they kick and how they sound. I love the realism of this game, and I really hope that Sledgehammer keeps that realism and fights back against Activision because, of course, supply drops and the marketplace and whatever else you want to call it, it's returning in Call of Duty World War II. There is customization options. The winner's circle has returned, so the top 3 players in the winner's circle is back. It's a pain in the ass. You can get your gestures to dance around in the winner's circle. Of course, right now there's like a high five, good job, a salute, and something else, like a hey or something like that. Those are going to be Gangnam Style and the Whip and Nay Nay by January probably, but Hopefully they don't get too crazy. There isn't a whole lot of customization for your weapons. I didn't notice that there are camouflages or anything like that, or funky reticles to put on your reflex sights, which I hope they keep it like that. I know that there are weapon variants coming out that will have special paint jobs and special adornments for your weapons, which is totally fine. But I actually don't want to see weapon camouflages this year. I think the way that the weapons look is just so nice. Everything's so fluid, everything's so straight. And speaking of fluidity, I love the new creative class system with the divisions. We're going to have a full video talking about that. There are so many different new engineering things that they've done with this game. Like, there's no pick 10 system. There's no perks. It's you pick a division and you pick a basic training, you pick your weapons and you go. It's very simple. It's what I've wanted from the Call of Duty franchise for a long time. Boots on the ground is great. They brought back the dolphin dive, which I didn't think that was a sentence I would ever utter in my entire career as a YouTuber. But they brought back the dolphin dive, but it actually feels a lot better than it did in Black Ops. I think it just works. It's not as funky. You're not flying through the air anymore. It's more of a realistic dolphin dive that you can use very effectively to escape some of the score streaks that are being thrown at your way, like the bombs that are dropping. The sounds of this game are very loud, very distracting, and very, very much put you in the place of a soldier. Honestly, guys, in my first official opinion of Call of Duty World War II's beta, I really like this game. I love the look of the maps. I love the look of the weapons. I love the feel of everything, the sound of everything. And I was not a big supporter of Call of Duty World War II when I had first heard of it. I honestly was keeping away from Call of Duty World War II in terms of trailers and coverage because I was like, yeah, it's going to be another Call of Duty game. I'm not going to get too hyped for it. But honestly, now that I've experienced it, I'm very hyped for this game. I realize that I haven't told you a whole lot of the actual in-game like statistics or whatever. I haven't told you about the weapons specifically, about the division specifically, but I've got a whole bunch of videos coming out over the next couple of weeks where we're going to get into in-depth, focusing on a single topic items. But for now, I just need to tell you guys that I'm a big fan of this game. I'm pleasantly surprised with what I have here. I'm a modern fan at heart. I like the Modern Warfare series. That's what I would have preferred. But World War II seems to be working. They've put enough variety into this. They've put enough work into this. It looks and feels great. If you haven't yet, I would say go ahead and pre-order Call of Duty World War II and get in on this beta. I'm not sure if the second weekend of the beta is free to the public or not, or if it's another private beta. But next weekend, Xbox players, PC players get their hands on it as well. I will have my hands on it once again. But without further ado, that is it for today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe. Let me know what you think of Call of Duty World War II in the comment section. And I'll catch you guys on the next Call of Duty World War II Private Beta video.